The storm outside beat against the wide windows of the mansion, lightning flashing across the sky like angry cracks tearing through the night. Inside, the house stood in eerie silence. No laughter of a child, no warmth of a home, only echoes of emptiness bouncing off marble floors. And in the middle of it all was little Emma, the millionaire's daughter, sitting on the grand staircase with her doll clasped tightly against her chest. Her wide eyes stared blankly ahead, lips trembling. Everyone believed she was deaf, unable to hear the world around her. But that night, when the thunder roared, her small shoulders flinched. She wasn't deaf. She was terrified. And that truth was hidden until the new nanny arrived. Sophia had never seen wealth like this before. Fresh out of her teaching job, she had been recommended to care for Emma, whose previous nannies had all left within weeks. They whispered of strange rules, cold silences, and a little girl who never responded to voices. But when Sophia first stepped into that grand house, she didn't see a mystery. She saw a lonely child. Emma's father, Victor Harrington, a ruthless businessman worth millions, was rarely home. When he was, he moved like a shadow, cold, strict, and distant. He carried his grief like armor, a grief born from his wife's death during Emma's birth. And somehow, in his grief, he had decided Emma was broken, unable to hear him, unable to connect. On her very first evening, Sophia sat across from Emma at the long dining table. The little girl didn't meet her eyes. She didn't speak, didn't move much, only picked at her food in silence. The butler leaned in and whispered, "She can't hear you, Miss Sophia. Best not to waste your words." But Sophia wasn't convinced. There was something in the way Emma's eyes flickered when she spoke, how her gaze darted whenever a dish clattered or a chair scraped. Something wasn't right. That night, Sophia crept into Emma's room with a storybook. She read aloud, her voice soft, filling the empty air. Emma sat in bed, staring at the pages but not reacting. And then, just as Sophia closed the book, she whispered a question, low, almost a test. "Do you like the story, sweetheart?" And in that fragile silence, Sophia saw it. A blink. A quick, sharp intake of breath. A tiny tear sliding down Emma's cheek. She could hear. She had heard every word. From that moment, Sophia knew the truth: Emma wasn't deaf. She was pretending, or worse, forced into silence by something deeper. The days that followed tested Sophia's resolve. She tried to coax Emma into small responses, little gestures. She hummed while braiding the girl's hair, sang while they painted, whispered secrets in her ear. Slowly, Emma's walls cracked. One afternoon, when Sophia dropped a cup intentionally, Emma startled. She looked at Sophia, panic in her eyes, and whispered one fragile word, "Don't." Sophia froze. Her heart hammered in her chest. "Emma," she said gently, tears rushing to her eyes, "why?